Anyone can run into debt at some point in life, and it does not automatically mean you are careless or lazy. In fact, even countries borrow money to manage their economies and fund important needs. Debt is often a normal part of financial systems. But the real difference comes down to how you respond to it. Paying off debt is not just about money, it is a sign that you are taking responsibility and choosing to put your life in order. The problem is, many people feel ashamed or overwhelmed when they are in debt, and that emotion often leads to avoidance. When you avoid your debt, you lose clarity, and when you lose clarity, the situation feels even heavier than it actually is. Let's be honest, most people don't get stuck in debt because they don't earn enough. They get stuck because they don't have a clear plan for paying it down. They make random payments, focus on the wrong debts, or only pay the minimum without a strategy. Another issue is that debt feels endless when there is no structure. You make payments but don't see progress, so motivation drops. And once motivation drops, consistency becomes difficult. There's also the emotional side. When you feel like your debt is too big, your brain starts to disconnect from it. You stop tracking properly, and slowly it becomes something you avoid thinking about. Now here's the good news. Debt becomes manageable the moment you stop treating it as chaos and start treating it as a system. There are two simple and proven strategies that can help you take control. The first is the Snowball method. With this approach, you focus on paying off your smallest debt first while making minimum payments on the rest. Once the smallest debt is cleared, you move to the next one. The power of this method is psychological. You get quick wins early, and those small victories build momentum. It keeps you motivated and helps you stay consistent even when the process feels long. The second method is the Avalanche method. Here, you focus on the debt with the highest interest rate first. You still pay minimum amounts on everything else, but you aggressively target the most expensive debt. This method is more efficient financially because it reduces the total interest you pay over time, but it requires patience because the progress may feel slower in the beginning. So which one should you choose? The answer depends on you. If you need motivation and quick progress to stay consistent, the Snowball method works better. If you are disciplined and focused on saving more money long term, the Avalanche method is more effective. But regardless of the method you choose, the most important factor is consistency. No strategy works if you stop halfway. Start by listing all your debts clearly. Know exactly what you owe and who you owe it. Then choose a method and commit to it without constantly switching. Over time, something powerful happens. Your debt begins to shrink, your stress reduces, and you start to feel more in control of your finances and your life. That feeling of control is what truly changes everything. It's not just about clearing debt, it's about rebuilding confidence and financial stability. So take the first step today. Not tomorrow, not when it feels perfect, today. If this helped you understand debt better, take a moment to like this video and subscribe for more simple and practical finance guidance. And I want to hear from you. Which method do you think fits you better? Snowball or Avalanche, and why? Because at the end of the day, getting out of debt is not about luck. It's about structure, discipline, and staying consistent long enough for it to work.